I am really upset right now, guys. This is my 6th time doing this video. No shit. So the first time I got a phone call, second time I forgot I was making hash browns, third time I got a phone call again. The last 2 times I just stopped. It's really weird. I would just fall silent like that, and it's just stupid. Because I would be like looking for something. Oh, I want to talk about this, and then anyways, so this is the real one. I'm not gonna fucking get rid of this one. This is the real deal, baby. Because I missed all those jokes. There's so many good jokes in the past 5 fucking videos that I can't edit in because I don't know how to edit. But whatever. First of all, I have 3 things. First of all, 3 things. Number 1, I didn't shower today. I look disgusting. Number 2, you may have noticed that I haven't been streaming on the Baddest Dudes anymore. I will not be doing that anymore. The reason being that Showtime's favorite YouTuber is Markiplier. Markiplier sucks dick. So that's why I left the Baddest Dudes. If you want to know the real reason, feel free to message me and I'd be glad to tell you. So anyways, I will not be on the Baddest Dudes anymore. I will be solo streaming on the Cactusss channel solely. It's hard going from 3,800 subscribers to 200, but what does it matter to me, you know? I do this shit for fun, and that's it. So anyways, let's talk about the third thing I wanted to talk about, which is, drumroll please. It is the hard problem of consciousness. What is the hard problem of consciousness? Wait, step back, sir. What is consciousness? Even though we all know. I pulled up a fucking tab here, and this is the reason why I stopped the last fucking video. It's because I didn't have a tab of this up. Anyways, what is consciousness? Consciousness is basically awareness. It is the state of being aware of an external object or something within oneself. It has been defined variously in terms of sentience, awareness, qualia, subjectivity, the ability to experience and or feel, wakefulness, blah, blah, blah. Being woke as fuck is consciousness. So why do I want to talk about this? You might be asking yourself. For the fucking sixth time. I need to settle down. The 6th time. The hard problem of consciousness. Here we go, baby. The hard problem of consciousness is the problem of explaining how and why we have qualia, why we have phenomenal experiences, which are taste, sensations, seeing colors, things like that. Alright, that's just loosely putting it, and I'm going to put it extremely loosely so that I don't fucking struggle through this so much. Because this is a really hard topic to talk about, which is really funny because I wanted to be a philosophy teacher and only talk about this shit. But it's been a while, you know, since I wrote about this, since I talked about it. So it's going to be shitty. That's why I went through so many fucking rounds of this. So I'll explain to you what qualia is. Qualia is essentially what it's like to be you. And why is this an issue? You might be asking yourself. Why am I even making a video? You might be asking yourself. Why am I alive? You might be asking yourself. All right, so the problem with qualia is, I'll explain it to you in a thought experiment. A thought experiment is meant to bring up thoughts based on a certain topic, whatever. Why am I explaining thought experiment? So here it is. It's the thought experiment is called the color thought experiment. Mary, the color scientist, knows all of the physical facts about color, including every physical fact about the experience of color in other people. You got to keep that in mind. It's very, very important. Other people. So she knows every single physical aspect of it, how the light hits your eyes, how the light bends and does whatever it does and reflects and refracts and fucking hits your brain, and then your brain says, oh, that's red. She knows every little bit of it. So, but the one thing from the behavior of a particular color is likely to elicit the specific sequence of neurological firings that register that a color has been seen. So she knows every physical aspect of seeing color. However, one of my favorite words in language, however, it just like throws everything out that we just said. However, she has been confined from birth to a room that is black and white, so she's never seen color before. So she knows everything about color. She knows every little bit about it, but she's never seen the color red. So say, for instance, we were to take Mary and give her the ability to see red for the first time. So she leaves the room, sees a rose. She sees the color red for the first time. She knew every single physical aspect of the color red, every little bit of it. but she sees it for the first time. She hasn't seen it. She hasn't experienced the color red. So the question is, does she learn something new? Does she learn something new from seeing the color red? I would say yes. That's like my, that's where I like to put myself in philosophy, is on the side that yes, she does learn. If you say no, she doesn't learn, that just means that you think that there's nothing inherently valuable about the sensation of what it's like to be you. What is qualia? So the whole question is, what is qualia? Qualia is what it's like to be you. And in philosophy, they argue whether or not this is important. Is what it's like to be you an important aspect of you? Is it real? It doesn't matter. So I'll give you the actual definition of qualia. It is what it's like to be you. It is the subjective conscious experience of what it's like to be you. And a lot of people they argue that qualia is, it's not real. They say that there's no reason that we should even be talking about it, because it's, first of all, you can't measure it. You can't go into a fucking MRI machine or any machine that science has invented and measure what it's like to be another person. You can never, even if I were to take the neurons that are firing when I see the color red and like copy it, mimic the same functionality into your brain, it wouldn't be the same because it doesn't have what it's like to be me in there. You can never, ever experience what it's like to be another person. And so that's why I think it's a really, really cool and interesting thing to think about, is whether or not this is important. Is it important that there's this surface level sort of something like above the surface, I like to say. Like, some people argue that it's just what it's like to be you is just like smoke from a fire. It's just an after effect. It's just like this thing that you feel, but there's no functionality behind it whatsoever. Personally, I would argue that that's the soul, baby. That's right. We're talking about souls. I would like to argue that qualia, or what it's like to be you, is the seat of the soul. There's no way to measure it. There's no way to figure it. Is this video still recording? Okay, good. My phone just said 20% battery, so I was like, oh no! This is going on really long, so I'm gonna end it really soon. But essentially, is this important? Does this matter? Whether or not there is this feeling of what it's like to be you, does that matter? To me, I think that that's the soul, because it is immeasurable. You can't look at it. You can't pin it down. You can't do anything to it. You can't have other people experience it. You can't, and that's basically it. And like, if you think about what the definition of a soul is, it's supposed to be this immaterial, like, weird force that's inside of you that is beyond the realms of science, that you can't measure, you can't show to anyone, you can't do anything with it, essentially. What is the soul? And so that's why I think qualia is the soul. You can feel free to disagree. I don't give a flying fuck. I would gladly argue with you, and then I'd beat you up because I'm a mean man. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. If this didn't make sense, if I rambled a lot, which I think it didn't make much sense, I would delete this video otherwise. But I'm gonna post it because I've done this six times. I'm just sick of it. Oh man, I'm sick of it, baby. So yeah, that's basically my update. The 3 things I wanted to tell you, and then the one thing I wanted to talk about was the hard problem of consciousness. So now you know, now you've grown, and hopefully this video wasn't entirely stupid. I highly doubt everyone will watch the whole thing, but who cares, right? Who fucking cares? This is just for fun. Yeah. Alright, so that's it, guys. Have a good one, and until next time.